Well, tomorrow I go in and see the doctor again, the hematologist, and then probably do another phlebotomy. That'll make 7 phlebotomies in 7 weeks. That's 7 pints of blood taken out in 7 weeks. It's pretty much the same as when you donate blood. And only thing is they can't use my blood. I was diagnosed with jak2 mutation. I don't know the numbers behind it. And polycythemia vera, which technically is a blood cancer, but it's not like leukemia or any of those others or any of the other cancers that are fast growing and they just devastate you and kill you right off the bat. This here is a slow growing, as far as the information I've seen on the internet and what I've talked to the doctor about and stuff. The treatment for it, I'm sure there's drugs that you can take for it as well, and that's later on if it needs to. But for right now, like a JAK inhibitor and that kind of stuff. But for right now, the easiest and fastest way to do it is with the phlebotomies, is what it's called, where they just take your blood out. And what they do is they give me half a bag of IV saline solution, I'm guessing, and then they take out a pint of blood, and then they finish off with the rest of the IV. And to be perfectly honest with you, I don't really feel very much different. I have noticed that like my feet are getting cold, and it's not cold weather. Normally when it hits 100 degrees, I'm sweating and I'm just miserable. It's been 100 degrees here last week, I think it was, and it wasn't that bad. So it does help. I'm not sure if my body is just regulating my temperature better, or sorry about the sun there, or if it's a result of the phlebotomies, but it seems to be working okay. So anyway, just thought I'd kind of give anyone that cares a little bit of an update on what's going on. It's been a little over a month since they diagnosed me. A lot of people have to get bone marrow biopsies and that kind of stuff. And when I talked to the doctor about that, he's like, no, you don't need that. We tested you with, through your blood, and this is what you got, and this is how we're going to deal with it. No need for a bone marrow biopsy at this point. And I'm guessing by having to do so many phlebotomies, my body is still producing so many blood cells that this is just their way of trying to catch up and get it down to normal. The last time I went in there and talked to them, which was doing my 6th phlebotomy, I talked to the nurse and she said that my blood level before I had that one was in the normal range, but it was the high normal, and they want to get it down to the low normal before they stop the phlebotomy. So I'm guessing probably 1, maybe 2 more phlebotomies, maybe even 3. The human body only has, I think, between 8 and 10 pints of blood, and they've pretty well taken everything they can so far. I'm going in on my 7th. That doesn't leave a whole hell of a lot, so I'm guessing my body's still producing it at a pretty high rate of speed. So, and just for background on it, the problem with polycythemia vera and the jak2 mutation is that it pretty much puts out so many blood cells, red, white, platelets, either one of them or all of them or a combination of them, that it pretty much turns your blood to sludge. And that was a problem I was having. The very first one, the bag that they had hooked into me to collect the blood, it actually clotted up by the needle. So it just stopped flowing. As soon as it went out, it got maybe a teaspoon of blood down in the bag, and then it just clotted. So that was the problem with that. So now it's flowing a little better. Damn sunlight. Anyway, it's flowing better. I'm not having those issues, and it's coming out a little bit faster. So that's kind of the whole update on that and the whole story. But anyway, anyone that's watching this or interested in it, it's not that big of a deal. It's something that's manageable. I probably got another 20 or 30 years in me before it gets too bad. So just got to go get them to suck out the blood. I told the nurses in there I'd be a vampire's best friend probably. Anyway, we'll talk to you guys later.